Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Tekken 8. Yeah, I've decided I'm playing it. And if anyone wants to join, cool. If not, cool. But I'm playing it. I like it. I'm probably only going to do player matches, to be fair. But still gonna enjoy some games. What I like about player match is that it allows me to play people that are at my rank without worrying about losing my rank. And given that, like, I'll be honest, like you guys have noticed, playing this a bit more casually now. And of course, there are things coming out in the very near future that are essentially going to pull me away from this game. Or at least pull me away from playing it regularly. Path of Exile 2, Third Edict. So, like, yeah, rather than stress too much about rank, we're just gonna play a bunch of Fujins on player match. If any friends want games, great, I'll play you. If not, no sweat. Because... And I feel like this conversation has been like beating a dead horse at this point. But yeah, clearly there are two types of Tekken audience these days. Battle. You either like Tekken 8 or you don't. I feel like most people that were on the fence have at this point fallen one side or the other. And maybe their side has swapped over time. But I think that most people are basically... they've decided either way. And of course the game will continue to evolve and change. That doesn't necessarily mean that perception among the fan base will change. I realize I'm probably not helping perception by having Lydia in a bikini. But hey, I think she looks cool. So, you know, I'm all about body positivity. And also supporting a game that I like. And of course, like, yes, this costume pack was from the Tekken store. I don't regret it. Oh. So I played Tekken 7 yesterday, and it was fun. But I definitely prefer Tekken 8 Lydia over Tekken 7 Lydia. I mean, well, there are certain things about Tekken 7 Lydia that I think I would love to be the case with this Lydia. But, you know, there's also a lot of cool stuff about this Lydia that aren't tools that she had in Tekken 7. And I think overall, for me personally, 8 Lydia wins. Should have damn it! Oh.
Final round. Fight.
Well played, sir.
뭐 필살기 같은 건 없어?
Round one. Fight.
Okay. All right. I'll take that trade. Damn it! Yet again, another final round and I lose it. This is good though. Sorry for the barking, my sister's dog is in the building.
Bądźmy dumni z tej walki.
Alright. By the way, at the end of October, when Virtua Fighter 5 Revo comes out, expect not like a full transition, but largely a transition from Tekken 8 to VF. I'll be honest in that it'll be largely driven by my circle of friends. Like, I feel like VF5 Revo World Stage with crossplay is largely what, you know, this lovely little community that I have and circle of friends will want to play more than Tekken 8. It's really me out of everyone in my circle of friends that is like truly still championing. There we go, championing Tekken 8 as a game I enjoy. And it's because I do.
Fight.
I mean, we'll see what happens with the release of Armor King and is it Mayuri or Maria? you know, the Madagascar character. It looks cool. Okay, come on. Win a game, for goodness sake. There we go. Yeah.
Umieram z głodu. Może później pójdziemy coś zjeść.
This is good. I wonder if they'll rematch. No. First loss, they're gone.
Get ready for the next
Well,
battle.
GG's. I enjoyed that. Including the losses, especially the losses. The losses are what you learn from. You learn way more from your losses than your victories. Although this almost sounds a little hypocritical coming from me because I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I personally feel like it doesn't matter how much I play this game or how much I quote unquote learn. I have a bad habit of always doing my habits, my game plan, and I make the same mistakes literally for years at a time. Oh god, I've just accepted a disconnect rate of 4% on my opponent. Hopefully they don't rage quit on me.
Get ready for the next battle.
Brian player. Let's see.
No dawaj!
Round 1.
5-win streak. Come on. Toe tap. Let's go.
Przygotuj się! Idealnie! Gotowa się! Do koniec!
Wow, okay, cool.
Round 3. Fight.
Bez litości! To nic takiego! Gotowa się! Do koniec!
All right.
You win.
Nigdy nie ugnę się przed niesprawiedliwością.
One and done. Oh no, no one and done. Cool. I respect it, sir. Thank you.
Round 1.
Miss input on my part. One too many forwards. Nice. Damn. Okay.
Round one. Fight.
Okay.
Round two. Fight.
All right.
Round three. Fight.
Okay.
Round four. Fight.
All right. Nice. Back in it. Okay, final round. All right.
Final round. Fight.
Okay. GG.
Round one. Fight.
Ow.
Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight.
Hello and welcome to everybody tuning in. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day.
Round one.
Welcome to some Tekken 8 player matches. At 21st down level. Alright.
Round two. Fight.
Okay.
Round three. Fight. Round four.
Okay.
Fight.
Alright.
You win.
Nigdy nie ugnę się przed niesprawiedliwością.
Cool. I might play this person to a first to 5 situation.
No dawaj!
Because this is a pretty cool set.
Round one. Fight.
Bez litości! Ja! Ha! Heja! Ja! Hej! Heja! Ja! To nic takiego! Heja! Hej! Ja! Heja! Heja! Gotowa! Hej!
Round two. Fight.
Wow, man. Very nice.
Three. Fight.
Bez litości! Ja! Ha! Heja! Ja!
Boom.
Round four. Fight.
To nic takiego! Bez litości! Ja! Ha! Heja! Heja!
Uh-oh. Damn. Okay.
Final round. Fight.
Hej! Hej! Bez litości! Próbuj dalej! Idealnie! Hej! Heja! To koniec! Gotowa! To koniec! Ja! Hej! Ha! Heja! Ha! Ha! Heja! Ha! Heja! Hej!
Okay.
You win.
Nigdy nie ugnę się przed niesprawiedliwością.
3-3. I'm surprising myself here. Who's gonna be the first to 5?
Round one.
Oh no, the connection's gone really bad all of a sudden. Okay, now it's better. No, now it's great. It's got hold to mark with no cover. Why? Oh, no.
Bez litości! Ja! Ha! Ha!
Don't know what's going on here, but disappointing.
Round two. Fight.
To nic takiego!
he done?
Round 3. Fight.
Okay.
Round 4. Fight.
Bez litości! Próbuj dalej! Idealnie! Gotowa się! To koniec! Nigdy nie ugnę się przed niesprawiedliwością.
4-3 to me. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised. And that was with a bit of lag in one of the rounds too.
Round 1. Fight.
Bez litości! To nic takiego!
Okay.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh no. Connection.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, damn it.
Round 4. Fight.
Lost. Should have stayed down. That was the Tekken 8 round. It all comes down to this. I will be a bit disappointed if I lose now. But overall, a great set, barring a few laggy rounds. A great set, but no, I need to win this.
Fight.
I'm too nervous right now. Playing a bit too defensive. Oh, real shame. The connection thing's happening now. Oh my god. Damn it! Alright. Well, it ain't over yet. No. Next slide, please, Harada. I need to try like, I don't know, 1+2 or something. The slowest snake edge. Hello, nephew. Welcome. I was having a really great set with this guy, and then their connection, after I built up a bit of a win streak, it seemed to go a bit awry. Admittedly only for certain rounds, but enough to be a little suspicious. And enough to make me mess up my combo. So that's a bit of a shame. Because overall, I'd say more often than not, it's been a good set. Final round, here we go.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, like, again, for most of the set, it's been perfect with this guy, which is why I'm suspicious. Like, if I'm not saying they are a lag switcher, but if they were, honestly, they don't need to. They play well. And we're not even in rank match, we're in player match. So, there you go. The set ended 5-4. I'm not going to rematch this time. But I was one round away from taking it, despite the slideshow. And therefore, I'm proud of how I played. You know? Because it's extremely hard to fight in those conditions. I know CP skills wouldn't have tolerated it at all. Oh wow. Yeah, it's So it's right over here. It downloaded a week early. And update-wise, we're all good on version 1.04. So yeah, that makes sense with potentially 3 updates in the interim. I'm thinking, because Path of Exile 2's Third Edict and the free weekend is launching soon, I think on the launch day alpha, I might do a multiplayer launch day stream, but that's it. Like, in terms of full campaign playthrough, it'll happen, but not at launch. Because I've got, like... I'm gonna be honest with people. You know how, like, I've also paid for and pre-ordered Borderlands 4? I reckon I'll start my Borderlands 4 playthrough on launch day. But it'll only be for the day, and then I'm gonna be honest with people. I think I'll go straight back to Path of Exile 2. And I'll only play, like, Gears and Borderlands 4 once I feel done with Path of Exile 2. Like, yeah. Because there's a lot of cool games coming out right now that if I could just burn money, I would get. Looking at you, Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater. But the reality is, due to, like, real-life financial constraints, like things like Metal Gear Solid Delta and Silent Hill F, I'll just have to pick them up on sale, if anything, at a later date. But also, as I've already just discussed, I've got a flood of games that, like, you know, frankly, they take time to complete, and I'm not in a rush to finish them. I'm excited to play them, but, like, yeah, like, I'm just gonna play them as and when I find time. And let's not forget about the channel meme. Final Fantasy VII Remake continuing alongside starting Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And then, of course, you know, I did start a playthrough of GTA 5 that I absolutely want to finish before GTA 6. So... yeah, Helldivers 2 on the same day. Yeah, but yeah, it's a good problem to have. The last time that happened to me, let's be honest, it was Street Fighter 6 and Diablo 4 ended up being on the same day, if I remember rightly. And then the time before that where it happened to me was Portal 2 and Mortal Kombat 9 were also same day. By the way, Alpha, assuming the Halo ODST War Bond ends up costing the same as all others, I already have enough on my PSN account in my PSN wallet to buy that War Bond, and I intend to. Like, I would love to play Helldivers 2 again. With anybody that wants to team up on it. I'm also excited for what's coming to Monster Hunter Wilds with the Final Fantasy XIV crossover. I would love a Chocobo Sacred, so I'm going to keep my eye out for that. There's also the same crossover in Final Fantasy XIV Online. Oh my god, wow, that is more super credits than... oh god, Legendary War Bond, of course. Right. Yeah, alright, can't say I'm surprised. I still might have enough, I think. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. I think I still have enough. This is risky. This is risky. This is risky. 21-31. Yeah. I think I have enough.
Fight.
Hey, look at me. You're absolutely getting it. Well, of course. What I also like, though, about this situation, right, is that I've already got the Killzone skin, you know, of the Hellgas. So it's literally like cross franchise, cross platform holder, right? So cross IP. Like we've got the Hellgas versus Orbital Drop Shock Troopers. So the Hellgas versus the UNSC in Helldivers 2. Right. That's awesome, yeah. We all fight, but we're all winners. Yeah, you know what? It's as cool as this development is. It's almost making me wish that, like, because Helldivers 1 does have crossplay, but of course it was only released on PlayStation platforms and PC. It's making me wish that they go back. Hi, Jun Kazama in the background. I don't know whether you guys have ever spotted Jun Kazama in the background on this stage, but with the slow-mo there, you probably would have clearly seen her. She always walks in the background on the bottom floor of this stage. Even if it's a fight with Jun Kazama.
Round 1.
But yeah, like Helldivers 1 is also fantastic. It's just that rather than a 3D camera angle, it's isometric like a Diablo game. Obviously much smaller budget, but still fantastic in its own right. Like rather than the characters having like VO, like you know all the people that you talk to in your base, like you have to read their text and things. But the ultimate, like the basic premise and gameplay is the same. Yeah, so it's a top-down twin stick shooter. It's exactly what it is. And I love that in that sense, Helldivers 2 did not make the original obsolete because of how it differs in gameplay with the camera perspective and stuff like that. To me, Helldivers 2 is a really good example of what you'd want from a sequel where it takes the formula of the original game and it truly innovates in a big way. Where like the two games are different enough where the original is still relevant. But they're similar enough to where if you're a fan of the first one, you'll probably be interested in the second. Another great example of this, I think, is, I can think of a few. Darkest Dungeon 1 to Darkest Dungeon 2. Again, quite different games in terms of how they play. In fact, that one's a bit more divisive. Like, the differences with Darkest Dungeon 2, there's clearly going to be people that prefer the original over the second one. But what I like is, again, the two games are different enough to where it doesn't make the original game obsolete. The other example I wanted to mention was Frostpunk 1 and Frostpunk 2. Frostpunk 2, which is launching on console very soon. I was originally hoping to get the console version to support the team, but I'm just gonna have to settle with like having the Mac version that I've already got, which is fine. But hey, at least on the same day, the PC and Mac version is getting full controller support, so that's awesome. But yeah, Frostpunk 2 expands on the scale of the original game quite a lot, to the point where the original game, which is getting a full Unreal Engine remake, by the way, that's already been announced. But yeah, like, Frostpunk 2 doesn't replace Frostpunk 1. Which again, I think is really cool. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. Tekken 8 doesn't replace Tekken 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the tag games. I suppose Tekken 3 really did replace Tekken 1 and 2, and Tekken 4 is kind of its own thing. Tekken 5 to a lot of people is the peak of the series.
Round 1. Fight.
And then I suppose about 6 and 7, well, the character rosters are different. So like, if you're a fan of, say, Bruce Irvin or Becto-san, Tekken 6 was the last mainline Tekken with those characters in. You know, that's not a tag game. So, yeah, I kind of maintain that a Tekken game doesn't really get replaced by the sequel, even though the player base very much, for the most part, I mean, 8's kind of been the exception, as we've all seen, where like, you know, once a new Tekken game comes out, what's typically happened is that everybody stops playing the old one and just constantly plays the new. We haven't seen that with 8, obviously. But as I said many times in this stream, the reason why you're seeing Tekken 8 on my channel right now is because it's what I wanted to play, and I enjoy the game. Yeah, exactly, yeah. You know, I played, this was off stream. This was off stream, but I played some of the Boost Gang at Tekken 7 yesterday. And even though I was getting used to it after a few games, like, Lydia is so different. Like, I was struggling to win. And honestly, I truly feel like Tekken 8's mechanics, i.e. heat, the chip damage, and then like all that white damage on my bar, so long as I like attack, regardless if the attack is hit or blocked, the fact that I can regain health from being aggressive really helps a player like me, right? And you know what, another thing that I respect about these player matches, right? Obviously I can play more than just the first two with my opponent. I really love that this Lydia is just continuing to play me, showing me like way better play of my character than what I do. Yeah. See, I think they did, like, I can very easily show you competitive finals of Tekken 7, like, from multiple years. I can show you exactly why the devs did with Tekken 8 what they wanted to do. But I think in changing the game the way that Namco did, I'm gonna try and use a bit of hindsight here. They were trying to correct a problem that they saw out of the absolute best of the best players. And the thing is, the players underneath all of that, they don't play that way. Essentially what was happening is, to break it down, is rather than like two players actually fighting each other, what was happening a lot in high level Tekken 7 is this kind of stuff. Forward dash, back dash, like, you know, the two players would just dance around, not attacking, unless they were sure that any strike that they made was guaranteed to hit. Because if you get like block punished in Tekken 7 or low parried, like you eat a full combo that takes like half your health bar. Because at the highest level, nobody's dropping their combos. So ultimately what ended up happening is that, you know, Tekken 7 professionally, the timer was winding down, both players are still at full health, nothing's happening in the game. Like, right? Basically, like, well, really, a lot of things are happening. Do you know what I mean? With the space, you're like, you know, in terms of the mind games, there's a lot going on, but as a spectacle, like watching that, like just two players dashing forward and back until they're sure that they can land a hit, that's not exciting. What do you want out of a fighting game? You want the characters to fight. So Tekken was changed with Tekken 8 to add more incentive to attacking. I fully understand and respect the developer intention. But I can guarantee you that like Tekken 9 probably will change. Because the thing is, while there is definitely a large audience that like the way Tekken 8 is, it's going to be interesting to see like the ratio of how many people like Tekken 8 versus not. And then essentially what I can tell you was guaranteed to happen is whatever future changes they make to Tekken as a franchise, they will try to appeal to the wishes and wants of whatever the largest chunk of the player base is. If that makes sense. But then of course we're forgetting about something here in this discussion. There is a wild card. Another piece has been added to the board. Virtua Fighter. Ironically, Virtua Fighter can be the most unique thing that fighting games have seen in literally decades, purely by staying the same. And what I mean by that is like, obviously the new VF that's in development, it looks very different. You've probably seen footage online. I'm not on about the Revo World stage that's out at the end of the next month with crossplay and that, although I hope everybody does pick that up. Very excited to play it. I've got my pre-order in. But no, I'm on about the new VF that's further away. Visually, it's a big upgrade, right? But essentially VF6, but they haven't officially named it that. They're literally calling it VF New Virtua Fighter Project, I believe is the name that they're giving us at the moment. But yeah, like that game, it's visually new, but mechanically, it's very VF in that there are not rage arts. There are not, super or ultra combos. Critical arts, rage arts, what have you. Heat engagers, stuff like this. It's very traditional. They could very much announce it as Virtua Fighter 6, but I almost feel like they won't. I wouldn't be surprised if all it's called in the end is Virtua Fighter, because obviously they're redesigning characters. Like it almost is seeming like a reboot. They're not gonna call it new version. Yeah, it would be funny, but nah. It'll either be just called Virtua Fighter or Virtua Fighter 6, I think. Or maybe it'll be like Virtua Fighter and then some weird subtitle underneath. Take, for example, the newest Guilty Gear from 2020, which of course I just streamed the other day with the new Cyberpunk character added to the game. That's called Guilty Gear Strive. And of course, with a name like that, you don't know what number in the series that it is. And I actually can't remember off the top of my head. This Lydia is way better than my Lydia. But I'm in... Oh, you know what? Let's do a first to 10. Oh, no, they left at 9. But the game before Guilty Gear Strive was called Guilty Gear Xrd. Still, that was really good games with that, Lydia. It was. Not gonna lie to you guys, like, unless I have someone join me to play, like maybe Bert or CP, we're probably at the midpoint of the stream, to be honest. I don't actually intend to play any ranked. I just don't want the stress. I worked hard to get to blue, and the thing is, in order for me to climb more, I recognize I need to seriously train in Tekken 8. But, and this is perhaps going to be a bit weird, with the new VF games on the horizon, and with a lot of my circle of friends feeling indifferent about Tekken 8, even though their opinion shouldn't affect what I want to do in this game, I'm just gonna be honest, it kind of does. Like, my whole drive to want to get better at Tekken 8 was to give my friends and the people that I like playing Tekken 8 with better, more enjoyable, more competitive matches. I wanted to improve so that I was more fun for them to fight me. But if they aren't playing because they don't like how the game is, I have less of a personal incentive in improving. Because let's be honest, with my life as it is, I am unable to logistically travel to competitive events, so I can't play the game competitively. So any drive to improve is either just about getting higher rank, which is basically just bragging rights, or it's to get better, to give my friends more enjoyable matches when we play each other, but my friends ain't playing. So, yeah. Like, I know we've talked about this a lot, you know, on stream. And they're like, hey Andy, if you like the game, just play it. And of course, I am. I'm right here. I'm right now. I'm playing. But would I rather play Sharingan's_78 or Yaxbass Dondi Gamer CP Skills and Hardcore FTC and Freelancer Alpha. Honestly, the answer is the latter. It just is. Oh, and Sky is over as well. And Bert and Jarvis, you know, Cranky Head, Sort Humor. The list goes on. But you understand my point, right? The matches we had when we all wanted to play this game are some of my like fondest memories of this game. And a lot of the reasons as to why you guys left, like, sure, like Tekken 8 is still kind of crazy, but it's in a lot better state than it was at Season 2's launch. But that almost doesn't matter, seemingly. You know, the damage was done with that launch patch, and even though there's been lots of fixes since, and I know because I'm playing, it's not enough, you know what I mean? Which again, I have to just accept. It is what it is. But I didn't pay over 100 quid on this particular, like I got the top edition of the game. I didn't play it to quit it after one crazy balance patch. You know, I didn't pay all that money to just start.
Hello.
Oh, hey. How you doing?
So I've come in, as you said, crazy balance patch?
Yeah.
What's happened?
No, oh, nothing to the game. I was just talking more about, like, stuff you already know, like, you know. We've already talked about it at length anyway, where, like, you know, Season 2 happens, everybody leaves. I'm on that bandwagon again. Because I just miss playing my friends, you know? I do. Like, yeah.
Well, the thing is, right, I get everybody's frustration with certain things, right?
Yeah.
But I think it really does. This is one of those situations where it helps to be a bit old.
Yeah, like there's been a lot of fixes since then, and it's like it doesn't matter. They don't know, don't care, won't try. Like, don't, you know, they're already out. That's it.
No, but I mean, like, again, I'm gonna sound like an old man again. Back in the day, like, you had balancing games that was far worse than what Season 2 was.
Yeah.
Right? And you had to hold that shit. You bought the game for £80. There's no patches coming. You're just used to it. You know?
I mean, you know, I have a lot of. I mean, I know I haven't played it on stream yet, but I'm like, dude, I've got so much respect for Marvel 2 fans. Have you seen that shit?
You know what? Do you know what though? They have fun. I think the argument against that would be they have fun playing that game.
Yeah.
They're okay with only playing about 10 characters out of 50 because the other 40 are non-viable in their mind. Even though I've seen people use Spiral, but that's a whole other argument. You know, and a lot of these things as well is a bit of bandwagoning, which makes sense when you think about how you learn to play a fighting game. You know, if you're all by yourself and you're having to figure out a fighting game by yourself, what you can learn only goes so far. When you've got a whole group of people, you can learn a lot faster because you can copy from them. And I think what a lot of people do is they copy from them. So the person that finds a character or a particular technique and they start having success with that, everyone copies it. Very, very few people sort of go into sort of like, how do I actually fight against this? Can I fight against this? And then there's also the argument of, do you fight against it or do you just prevent the whole situation from happening in the first place? Because with a lot of classic games, that was the answer. Marvel 2, there's a lot of, how do I deal with this? Don't end up in that situation in the first place. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
And Marvel 3 in that respect is no different. You know?
Yeah.
Where's my Steam thingy? Where's it gone?
Are you loading up the game? Because like I've got to, you've arrived at like what I was anticipating to be the midpoint of the stream.
Yeah, don't be a bitch.
Unless multiple people were showing up where I could, you know, rest my hands and yeah.
Yeah, no,
I know it's more that like, you know, well obviously can only play so long without a hand rest anyway, but also like there's a very long list of things that I frankly would like to make time to do as well. So life's all about balance. But like I was before you came in, I was talking about like one of my biggest drives to improve, like, you know, my climb to blue, all that. One of the biggest reasons why I wanted to do that even in the first place. Because again, this is a mission that would solidified itself even before you know, season 2. It was like right from Tekken 8's launch. I wanted to give my friends that I like playing on a regular basis even better more competitive games in the future. It wasn't really about like getting better to compete like competitively, because logistically I'm not in a position where I can do that. So it wasn't about like the competitive scene. It was about like giving my opponent better games. And obviously when all your opponents quit, like I feel less drive to improve, because it's like, improve for who? A rando? You know, I don't care as much. I know what you're saying, Marcus, but I do not care as much.
So then the question is, do you actually like the game?
I do. I love.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I like.
Then it doesn't matter if your friends are playing or not. You like the game.
Yeah.
Play the game. That is it. Play the game. Yeah. Randos don't have to stay randos. They can become friends. I know this. I've done it. Play the game because you like it. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing.
No, I know, sure, and I agree. And obviously, if I didn't believe what you're saying as true, I wouldn't have even fired up the game today. I am playing it. But like, it's all I'm saying is it's been a factor into why I fire up the game like less than I used to and all that kind of stuff. Because there's also been a lot of like, you know, chat sees me play Tekken and then my chat just devolves into like, oh, this game sucks because like, and it's a little fatiguing for someone that just doesn't like. I respect like differing opinions, but I just don't feel the same way. I think this is a good game. Like, you know,
that whole this game sucks because it's gotten a bit old now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We've all heard it. Yeah, I don't like this game because blah 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 blah. Okay, it's not changing.
Yeah.
It's not changing. You know how you feel.
Yeah.
Cool.
And your opinion's valid. I don't want to say that it's not valid.
It is. But Bandai Namco are not changing the game.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah, they're in too deep. Yeah. See you lot at Tekken 9 if we even get one. Yeah?
And that's another thing that worries me. Because you're right, if we even get one.
That is it. The reality is, I understand, obviously I've been playing since Tekken 1. I understand where everyone's coming from. The bottom line is though, they felt they need to change the game because everyone's getting older. I was talking about, I apologize for not showing a visual example on stream or something, but essentially the whole thing with the heat system and rewarding aggression was because they were looking at high level Tekken with the, you know, the spacing dance, and we were like, we don't want Tekken to be played that way. Yeah, but it wasn't really played that way. That's the problem. It wasn't really played that way. What was happening was they had one character in Tekken 7, Kunimitsu, who ended up being very, very strong because she was DLC, right? That all the top players ended up playing. So at the highest level in tournament, that's what you see because they're trying to win. But the majority of Tekken players weren't playing like that. Tekken 7 was already aggressive.
Well, you see, that's the point I was making, where like I feel like Tekken 8 was designed because of like what 2% of the player base was actually doing. Yeah.
Not even 2%. It wasn't even 2%. It was 2% of the 2%. It was literally us and Ash. Literally us and Ash by himself basically changed the way the game looked. Because he kept winning, and he kept winning by playing that way, and it would look boring to people who don't know what's going on. But again, I blame Bandai Namco because A, you made the game, you made the characters that strong in that sense, and B, the only reason people think it's boring is because you've never taught them about the fucking game in the first place. Right? Because I didn't find it boring, but I don't find it boring because I understand what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we played some Tekken 7 like yesterday with some of the boost guys.
Yeah.
We did it off stream. It was a good time.
Yeah.
But you know what struck me when I fired up 8 this afternoon? Man, the responsiveness in online games, like, so basically the lower input latency and the improved netcode, you really feel it. It's so much nicer.
Again, there's a reason I keep saying I can't play Tekken 7. It's not because I don't like Tekken 7. It's because every time I go on there, it feels horrible to play online. If everybody was offline and they said you want to go play Tekken 7, I'll play Tekken 7 with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just feels horrible. When you go back from Tekken 8 and you go back to that, you can't.
Another thing I have to say, I am kind of having a fairly good time right now because I'm not in ranked, right? I'm in player match where I'm saying give me Fujins because I'm Fujin, and then in player match you can do infinite rematch, right? And so now, because like the people that play player match, they like really long sets seemingly. I feel like now I'm actually learning more than what I was when I was trying to grind rank. Because now when I get a certain matchup or player, they can beat me. Oh wow, I won. Oh, hold up. I'm starting to figure this guy out. You know.
And that's what you do. That's why people want long sets. And by the way, first to 10 is not a long set. First to 10 is still short. Yeah? You want first to 50. That's when you really start learning. But yes. Long sets is where you learn. Ranked is like the test. It's like the exam.
Yeah.
And this is why people like me get a bit annoyed with new people when they come into fighting games. The first thing they do is jump into rank. It's like taking the exam. You've not learned the material.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
Player match is revising. Rank match is the
exam.
Yeah.
Player match is learning / revising. Rank match is the exam. Yes.
Alpha says 52 short NASCAR at 250. Oh, 250 round? A round is not a match, sir. But
yeah, a round is not a match.
Yeah.
50 would be 50. I used to do like our old friend Uncle Ricky used to do first to 100, first to 50. Eyes are gone square, need to take a break halfway through.
I do get what
hands
you mean.
are hurting. You know? But sorry, let me put this gatekeep back on. Yeah. But I'm waiting for this fucking thing to update.
Oh, Tekken.
With regards to with regards to resting your hands, you're in Fight Lounge. Just go watch some people play for a bit. Rest your hands. And then the stream sees other people playing as well, so it's two birds, one stone.
Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone. You know? And that's how I learn.
I've done a bit of that. But yeah, no, we'll see. I'll play it by feel. That's how I always do it. You know, that works for me. And of course, Stream 2000's coming up soon. There are no official plans yet, but when there are, they will be announced in my ! Discord server. Stay tuned. I'm gonna try and see what I can organize. But I want to thank everybody that's supported me over the years. We probably might end up playing Monopoly Plus again on PS4 because that's typically what we've done at Big Milestones. But it all depends. Obviously, I want people to have the crossplay one because of my care situation. But yeah, that's 25 quid. Nobody has.
So you know the only reason I end up playing Tekken more than Street Fighter is because Uncle Ricky used to come to my house a lot more than my friend Dream.
Right.
That's literally all it is. It's not even that I like the game more than Street Fighter or anything like that. It's literally, you know him as Dream Blitzing because he came into your screen. He used to live around the corner from my house, but I didn't see him as much, right? Uncle Ricky would just pop in randomly and be like, Tekken time, Tekken time. He's so addicted to Tekken that he had to come around and be like, don't play Tekken, don't play Tekken. To the point where, at some point, he had to actually get rid of his PlayStation because he's self-employed and he would forget to do work.
Wow.
Right? So he has addictive personality, right? So he's like, nah, this ain't good for me and the kids. I need to, nah, I can't touch it. Even now, he watches Tekken 8 and he's like, I could get it, but if I do, bills are not getting paid. I can't. He's been watching EWC and things like that. He's like, I'd give it a go. And I'm like, well, yeah, I will too, but I'm not that good. So, and top 8 at EWC is taking 9 hours.
With the whole bills thing, there is a thing called a direct debit where you can just have your bank pay it automatically. And obviously,
but for that to work, you have to have money. You have to have the money in the first place. Well, yeah, that's what he's saying.
I mean, think about it this way: if you're that hooked to Tekken, that one game, right? You buy that one thing and then nothing else, and then you will have money because you're not buying any other game because you're playing Tekken.
Oh, you won't have money because you're not looking for work. You're playing the game. Right. That's his problem.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
That was his problem. It was never money. The money was never an issue. It was the fact that the game.
It sounds like the guy could he needs CP skills. Like sounds like he wants to have CP and benefits, so he can pay all his bills on benefits. Yeah, no, man.
I only make it worse because he sees me and he thinks Tekken.
Yeah.
It's funny, and the only reason why he's able to do that is his fault anyway, because he started playing Tekken and I just wanted to beat him. It all started from me wanting to beat him.
You were talking about me there, Albert? No, I'm not that good at Tekken, and I'm definitely not one of the best in the Boost Gang. I'm only the best in the Boost Gang at Tekken 8 because I'm one of the only fucking people still playing it in the Boost Gang. That's basically. I've become one of the. I'm not gonna say the best. I'm gonna say one of the best purely just because I'm still playing. Oh, you're talking about Marcus?
What's that? I can't see the chat.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, so apparently you're officially my nephew's fighting game uncle, even though I play fighting games and I'm actually his uncle. Because you're better at me at fighting games. Yeah, you apparently, so what, we're brothers now, apparently, Marcus.
Are you saying that like you're upset about it?
No, but it's actually kind of funny. It's kind of funny, especially with the life that you and I have had.
Yes. Thank you, Alpha. Yes. So yeah, no. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I completely forgot what it was. Like, you made me laugh.
I got a black brother. What?
You got brother.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I only really got into Tekken like that because I had some similar to yourself. I had somebody I wanted to beat that I could regularly play. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So the thing that concerns me as well, is that Bandai Namco might look at Tekken as not worth continuing, because the fan base is making it becoming very difficult to please.
Yep.
right? Because
And
what they
you
need
know
to
what? If
understand
that
is,
happens,
on
then
one-
they'll have a meltdown of like, man, I wish I wasn't so critical. Like 8 was great, really.
the problem is, right? The problem is that if you start looking like you're difficult to please, and the only way to please you is to make the games like the older games, but there's not enough of you to actually make that justifiable,
Yeah,
because
they'll
that's part of the
just
reason why Tekken 8 exists. Then you just won't have no more Tekken,
Yeah.
and that's what people. We need to understand how much of this game is actually bad, and how much of it is this game is so
I'm not willing to
fundamentally
adapt
different
to
from
it.
what I. No, but it's so fundamentally different from what I know as Tekken. I am just not willing to adapt to it, like you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, because as much as people like, I always talk about King J because he makes me laugh. He's good entertainment. The only he will complain about how much he doesn't like Tekken 8 and how much he doesn't compete in it. But I watch his stream and he's playing it for like 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You cannot sit there and tell me on some level you do not like what Tekken 8 is presenting and you're doing that because you need therapy. If that's what you're telling me, you need therapy. Blackheart came out and openly admitted he's addicted to Tekken. He actually needs therapy. He said this. You know? But I don't think Tekken 8 is a bad game. I just don't think it's a Tekken game.
And when you say that, you're talking about like Tekken as it's traditionally and historically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's not. It's like Virtua Fighter 3. Virtua Fighter 3. As Virtua Fighter had historically been at the time, it was not a Virtua Fighter game. It's very different, and as a result of that, a lot
like
similar
every
to
community these days, yeah, with the whole hard to please remarks, I think. Yeah, very well set out, but it's true.
Yeah. There comes a point where you're too hard to please, and then they just go, well, I can't bother, and just stop making. Because human beings are making these games, bro. You know what I mean?
No.
Daniel Stewart. Oh, yeah. I forgot about. I haven't turned this game on in so long. Thank you, Portessa. You are.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sorry, yeah, you were gonna say I'm the reason why you keep firing this game up. I know.
For a lot of the time, yes, I forget about it. Where are you? You're here somewhere.
One of the yellow machines, but you can do player match at the yellow machine, not just rank match.
Found you.
But that's what I mean, Marcus. Like, the Boost Gang as a whole, when more of you all were playing it, was a reason why I fired it up more often than I do now. It's just a fact. Like, look at when, like, Lydia first came out to Tekken 7. I streamed that game basically every night for like a solid month.
Because everyone's playing it. I think the only, as I said, the main reason I end up not, as you know, I have an addiction to 2K, right? And
it's a great game though.
I will openly admit that, and I think that kind of overbears everything, because it's not that I don't like Tekken or I don't like Street Fighter. It's just that I have an addiction to 2K, and it takes up all my time.
But also, it's good that you have a game that you can enjoy by yourself and just keep playing it. Let's go, man. Let's play each other, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
And for me, like, I mean, it remains to be seen, like, obviously when I restart my playthrough of Path of Exile 2, but I think that Path of Exile 2 could end up being that game for me.
Yeah.
You know, because what I like about that game and how it's being developed is that, you know, it's still in early access, and quite clearly, yeah, so if you stop your spectate, by the way, because I'm at a cabinet too. But yeah, like the interesting thing, right, is that because that game's in early access and how it's being developed, what I really like about what GTG are doing is that they have specifically said in recent developer interviews that it's looking like this game is not going to launch 1.0 until next year, because we want to get to a point where both the game has like all of the content ready to go and polished. And then in terms of the balance, they want to reach a consensus between the devs and the player base about like how things should be tuned. And then once like the majority of the paid early access players, which let's be real, because you have to pay to get into early access, it's not free. The kind of people like the fans that basically did that, they are your most hardcore, most loyal supporters. They have given you money.
Be willing to spend money.
They have given you money to play this game early in an unfinished state to help you as a dev improve it. So I like the fact that early access is gate-kept financially, even though there will be a free weekend coming up very soon. Hello, Switch Boy.
Get ready for the next battle.
Am I going to be playing Silksong? No! Not because it's not a good game, but I also haven't ever played Hollow Knight 1. I'm basically not prioritizing single-player only games until after I've got into a rhythm with paying for my care. I'm still waiting for the freaking bill. I guess it's going to be Tuesday morning. It might arrive now because it's a bank holiday Monday this week. Please Platinum Hollow Knight. I no promises, sir. My backlog is already massive. But it's not that I wouldn't play the game, but like I've no plans to buy it right now. I've seen the game though, it looks very good. It looks like a game I wouldn't necessarily be very good at. But yeah, no, it does look like a very good game. I've enjoyed watching it on people's streams. I appreciate that you guys think it would be interesting to watch me play it. I'm taking on that feedback, but yes, no plans to buy the new Hollow Knight at launch. Or indeed anything that is single player only. Because of course, like, in less than a week, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is out. I would have bought myself that, but as it stands, I cannot justify it for me. Even when my own mother has said I should buy it. Yeah, she's the best.
Round 3. Fight.
Try not to look at. Oh, I won't look at any guys.
Oh
See,
my
here's
God.
the thing. I've seen the Digital Foundry content. I've seen that it doesn't reach a solid 60. Here's the thing. I probably won't care or feel it. And like, also huge. I wouldn't say huge. Like, yeah, it doesn't hit a solid 60, and there are points where PS5 regular is outperforming PS5 Pro. That's only because Pro is basically, like, they've done this thing where, like, there are two graphics modes on base PS5, quality and performance. And essentially what PS5 Pro does is it gives you base PS5 quality mode with a performance mode frame rate target, which sadly the Pro doesn't always hit a solid 60 like in every moment of gameplay. But here's the thing, there isn't a way on the PS5 Pro to say, hey, give me base PS5 performance mode, because I can guarantee you PS5 Pro is probably strong enough to do base PS5 performance mode at a solid 60. It's just the devs aren't giving you that option. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Switch Boy, I'm probably not gonna care. Like, it might not hit a solid 60, but I bet you it's probably gonna feel like better than the original, or at least good enough to be playable. Like, if it's below 30, it's not playable. But it's gonna be above 30 at all times, right? And I've also got a variable refresh rate display, so even when it does hit the 50s, I'm not gonna feel the frame drop because I've got VRR. So the performance issues are negated by my TV.
Too casual for all of this stuff to even matter.
Yeah, that's
The
basically what I'm saying.
The majority of people are also too casual for any of that to even matter. They only care about it because people write about it on websites and shit because they need something to write about.
Yeah, this is why I'm dreading my games switching to Unreal. Yeah, and it's don't get me wrong, Switch boy. I recognize and appreciate your concern, but like unless unless the performance issues were like, oh, let me think of an example. Bayonetta 3 on Nintendo Switch 1, then yeah, I'll still probably find the game playable. Alright? That was the first example that came to my head. Yeah.
Oh, Lydia.
Come on, you love her really.
I do.
Halo's going to be on Unreal Engine, knowing Microsoft track record and other games. I know. Yeah, yeah, that might be true. So what, like, unfortunately, what might need to adjust is, I'm gonna say a really dirty word. Your expectations. Like, I've played. I mean, I still remember playing on PS1. Where a lot of games were like either 30 FPS or 50 FPS because of PAL region, right?
I mean that was Hertz. All games were 30.
Right, but
back in the day, all games were 30.
But yeah,
but you had
30 doesn't fit in a 50 hertz container evenly, right? So it would have been something like 20 something point something frames per second a lot of the time, right?
Probably 24 to be honest with you. More like 24.
And like that was our idea of smooth back then. So you know, what I'm basically saying is I have quite a high tolerance ceiling. And I also think a lot of the people that complain about frame rate, you know what you should actually do? I bet you're a PC gamer. Turn off your FPS readout in the top corner of your screen because it's giving you anxiety. Like, just make it that you can't see the FPS drop as a number and stop caring. Like, turn on VRR and stop
A lot of it
caring.
is mental. A lot of it is mental. It is all mental.
Yeah.
I don't care what Maximilian says. He can't feel the difference between 24 and 30 frames. Try and do it.
Switch boy also has another question to me. Am I playing Battlefield 6 or Black Ops 7? I have pre-ordered Battlefield 6. I loved the beta. I played over 40 hours of the beta on stream. I've typically always been more of a Battlefield fan. As for Black Ops 7, here's what's gonna happen. I will play the fuck out of the open beta from the October the 5th to the 8th, but no, I am not buying the game. I am not in a situation where I can just afford it, and honestly, given what I've seen of the game already, I don't think it's going to be as good as Battlefield 6, for me at least. And yeah, no.
It looks great. You never catch me buying a Call of Duty anything, but it looks great.
Black Ops 7 looks like a repeat of Infinite Warfare. Yeah, the COD I didn't like, and COD needs to die is the Switch Boy's next comment. No, it has its fans, and you know what? I think it's gonna do fine, and I honestly think there are gonna be things in Black Ops 7 that I would be excited to play, particularly among like the zombies mode. I like the campaign as co-op, even though I think the storylines, it's looking incredibly weird this year. Incredibly weird. We're gonna be fighting in the human psyche? Come on. You know?
Why not? Have you never watched anime? What's wrong with you? Anime is the new lick. We fought the human psyche many times. Everyone's got excited. They're fighting the human psyche constantly all year long.
But again, the zombies mode, I think it'll have some cool stuff. But like, I'm not excited about, like, they don't have wall running, they have confirmed that, but they do have jumping off walls in COD 7. And like, nah, man. You don't need that.
Also, I don't think there's anything wrong with it though.
No,
Like, Brent was fun.
they've done it before in Call of Duty, but the thing, you're right. Like, there's nothing wrong with it on like the surface level, but like, honestly, what's happening with Call of Duty now, you're seeing a shining example of the players are being very clear about the kind of game they want and hope for, and they've been saying like for multiple years, and it's sort of like the devs, they have their hands over their ears going blah 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 blah, blah, blah can't hear you.
But like, you can't listen to. All right, the key thing is, you can't listen to people who say they want an opposite thing, but they're still buying what they're buying. The key thing is, this is making money, so we're gonna do this. Every time a developer listens to gamers and giving them what they want, 9 times out of 10, it does not sell.
Yeah.
It does not sell, and then people lose their job.
But
or
like,
it doesn't sell enough.
What's funny is like there was like the gameplay reveal thing of Black Ops 7, and I think on YouTube, right, the top comment is, "This trailer made me like pre-order Battlefield 6," and like that's got like tons of upvotes and stuff. Ultimately, like Activision will like, and by extension Microsoft, because of course they bought Activision, they will realize. Because, any what? Yes, please. Marcus, hang on a minute, please. Thank you very much.
That's his bolt on now.
Okay, cool. But, thank you, man. But yeah, like we saw it even with the Battlefield beta. Like there were more people playing the Battlefield beta than what, you know, like with Call of Duty for the last few years, they combined all their games into one launcher on Steam. So the Battlefield 6 beta had more players, purely just going off of just the Steam numbers. It had more players than any Call of Duty over the last few years. So clearly, like, there's gonna be a shift, and the people that want a more traditional, like, military shooter, they are going to buy and like Battlefield 6 more. Like, they are.
Good question. Battlefield beta was free, yeah?
Yes.
There you go. That's your answer.
Yes, but Call of Duty Warzone is free, and that's also in the same Call of Duty launcher. So there is a free-to-play game in that Steam launcher.
No one in Call of Duty likes, apparently.
There are a lot of people that play Warzone. Ain't that right, my family? Like, I just imagine if all my family just sprang into chat right now, because they're all COD heads. They can't lie about it either. It is the shooter you all grew up with. And why I've been accused on my channel of being a goofy streamer. Because literally for years, it's the one game that most of you played, and therefore I felt almost compelled to join you on, because while Alpha does play other games, most of you don't. And even Switchboard, like, to be honest, oh, I hate Warzone. Well, there you go. I actually like Warzone. I've had fun on it. I do like Warzone, but I don't like all these stupid Nicki Minaj skins. But they clearly sell. It's exactly Marcus's point. Like, people will complain, and then they probably buy it anyway. Like,
if you're a business, you have to follow the money.
Yeah.
You have to follow the money.
Here's what I predict, man. Right? Black Ops 7 will be, like, however it is, like, very different from Battlefield 6, and as a result, there's probably going to be a bit of a dip. Like, it will do fine. There will be a dip, though, and then as a result of that dip, the Call of Duty after Black Ops 7 will be basically like a backpedal of, like, oh, we're going to give you, like, I don't know, Modern Warfare 4, and it's going to basically be more like Battlefield 6 than Black Ops 7 ever was. And then, you know, just constant, like, backpedaling of, like, look, we can listen to you, and then it will do amazing numbers, and then, yeah. Like, that's the thing. It feels like Call of Duty is a very reactionary franchise, if you know what I mean by that. Where like they'll change stuff, and then if it gets blowback, the next game will be based on that. And then all of a sudden, it's just when they make such random changes. But I suppose in their mind, they're like, the Call of Duty audience is very broad, they all have very different tastes, and they're trying to appeal to everyone in a way that you just can't.
Call of Duty creates the taste.
Yeah.
No matter how much the hardcore fandom might complain, the fact of the matter is it's the most popular game on the earth. Right? The hardcore fan base can disappear tomorrow and it wouldn't matter.
Allegedly,
Because
there
Call of
will be
Duty
a Black Ops 1 remaster with Black Ops. Well, that's a way to sell more copies. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, that will get people. That will really get people. Because Black Ops 1 was amazing. Wow. By the way, allegedly there will be a Black Ops 1 remaster with Black Ops 7 because allegedly even Activision don't have faith. Wow. Wow. So even though there was one guy in the Activision team that was interviewed of like Call of Duty's too big to fail and he was really kind of overconfident, what you're saying is there's other people in the company that absolutely do not share that view. That makes sense.
It could just be that those people don't. Some of them might be gamers like us, and they just don't like what Black Ops 7 is doing. They don't like the direction. But the first guy that spoke might actually be right. Call of Duty is too big to fail, because it kind of is.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
It is. We can't deny that whether you like the game or
not.
not.
Gonna lie of my criticism of RE7, but it's up there with Resident Evil 2 Remake and RE4. And RE4. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're not gonna like every game, ladies and gentlemen. Newsflash. Not every game is made for you, and that's okay. Like, I think that's the lesson here in all these discussions. Good discussions that we're having, by the way. Thank you for them. But yeah, not every game is for you. That's alright.
For a minute, I need to go to the
I'm
toilet.
just gonna eat some sausage rolls, man, and then.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the toilet so you can eat the sausage roll.
Yeah. Can I get some sausage rolls in chat, please? These are much smaller ones. They're like mini sausage rolls, but still.
If you want to see me get upset about a game, ask me about Shenmue 3.
It's getting an enhanced edition, though. Aren't you happy? Enhanced.
I'm gonna wait for you to finish your sausage roll so you don't choke laughing at my response. Enhance my fucking. Enhance my back foot.
I mean,
by enhance you mean a whole new game.
I mean, it might be not. You know, maybe it'll include like a couple more of those stretch goals from the Kickstarter that didn't get added in. Who knows?
You know what? Real talk, yeah. I'm gonna sound a bit like a hypocrite. I will probably get the enhanced version.
Of course you will.
Right? But let me explain why. The reason why is because what is the enhancements? Because you said there were gameplay changes coming. Number one. Number two, deep down, I know, and a lot of Shenmue fans, we want a Shenmue 4. The reason why this enhanced version is coming out is because the game has a new publisher that bought the game after Shenmue 3 had released. Yeah? It was published by Deep Silver originally with permission from Sega.
Oh,
it
yeah,
is now published.
Yeah.
It is now published by In Games, right? So In Games are releasing the enhanced version, probably to make money off of their purchase.
Yeah.
Number one, but also if somehow by the grace of God that sells enough, we might actually get a Shenmue 4.
Now, you know what? Counter argument. I don't want a Shenmue 4. Imagine.
Of course you don't want a Shenmue 4.
No. Imagine this. You were saying it enhanced, right? Imagine if it adds a section. This would be so funny. This would be fucking hilarious. Imagine if among their enhancements, it's like extended gameplay, right? So rather than the game ending wherever Shenmue 3 ends, I still haven't played it yet. No spoilers, because I do intend to. I might as well play the enhanced version whenever it comes now.
I'm not saying anything.
But,
I always play the whole thing.
But rather than
Yes.
it just end where it ends, imagine if it culminates in an ultimate showdown between you, Ryu, whatever your surname is, and Shundi.
Well, yeah, no, but yeah,
Landy.
carry on.
Not Shundi. I'm thinking VF. Sorry.
It's made worse by the fact that Landy looks like Lao Chan, but carry on.
Landy, yeah, Landy, right? Imagine if you actually get to beat his ass, and then the series can end with the closure that fans have wanted for how many years now, Marcus? Since the original?
About 20. So when was the original? Yeah, about 25 years.
There you go. Imagine if you didn't have to buy and wait for a Shenmue 4.
Bro, the thing is though, here's the problem. As much as that would be cool, right?
It's like, but I want it to for them to milk this cow. Like, give me Shenmue 4, 5, 6, 9. Like, yeah.
As much as that would be cool, the problem that I have with Yu Suzuki and the reason I want to strangle him is because the whole storyline was written, like the entire storyline has been written since 1999.
See,
right? And he said from 1999, really, I'm gonna need about 5-6 games because this is a long
he might have had
sort
that
of thing.
plan, but I feel like so many years, dude, plans change. I kind of feel like
You can't. No. When you got a story and you've written it a certain way, you can't do that. It's like you have the book of a. You know how people always complain that the film's never as good as the book. It's like that. The Shenmue is so story driven that if you do that, too much of it is going to be missing. You kind of need to. Maybe you don't make it a game. Maybe you make it. You get together with Crunchyroll again and do more of an anime or something. I don't know. But we want to see the whole story, or write a fucking book or something. I don't know, but we want to see the story, right? And what pisses me off about Yu Suzuki the most is that he said what he said, knowing full well that if he had just told the fucking truth, we would have given him the money for Shenmue 3, 4, and 5, and 6. In the Kickstarter, I promise you, there are people who are hardcore enough fans of the series, they would give him the money if he asked for it.
yeah. Well, it already happened with the Kickstarter. They raised over $8 million.
Yeah, but then he said, really, I needed about $10 million to do Shenmue 3. So why didn't you ask for $10 million in the first place? Because we could have got a better game. Like, why? Just tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. Because Shenmue, as we remember it, in 2025, doesn't need to cost hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah? A lot of the things that it did back in that would have cost the equivalent of hundreds of millions of dollars at the time, now is standard fare in gaming, right? Yeah. And as Shenmue fans, we know Shenmue is not this massive. It's innovative. It's one of the most influential IPs of all time, but it's not this massive IP that everybody loves and think we know that, right? You could give me.
Somebody sat down and
The next battle.
Oh my god, I'm playing a rando. He sat down in your spot. Chris Grease.
Never mind.
Clive. Let's go, Torgal. Okay.
I thought you wanted to relax. I didn't realize you sat back down again. I'm on the toilet.
I never left.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
It's become habit to get up from the machine now. So everyone used to complain.
This is you know what? This is kind of funny. Like, it's like Rando Chris enters arcade, puts his quarter in. Let's go. Yeah, I love Fight Lounge. Like, it is literally the arcade. I love it.
Poor Tessa TV. On the next episode of Poor Tessa TV, who is Chris Grease? Excellent player. The Clyde player that has sent a dark cloud over the arcade. That's how they an arcade question.
No, but what I am enjoying again, and why I don't regret like putting rank down for now.
Yeah.
Being at this rank means that whenever I just play Tekken Online, I'm fighting Fujins guaranteed, which is kind of what I need to do in order to kind of continue to acclimate to fighting at this level.
But you also need to. I would advise you as well. Like Fight Lounge is very good, not just because of that, but also you can watch other people play. What are they doing? Why are they at your rank higher than you? What are they doing that you are not doing that you could perhaps add? And this helps you.
Question: why does Nina look like Ada? Because my nephew came round and customized them to look like Ada. Because I'm a Resident Evil fan. I think it looks amazing. RE2 Ada, you know, with the coat. I love it. My lore looks like Leon. I kind of copied that off Maximilian when I saw him customized last. Okay? But I'm like, yeah, cool idea. Yeah, you did it, Alfie. Yes.
You win.
Yeah, you remember? You came round and you did it. Like, granted, it was a while ago now. But yes, it was you. You don't remember doing that? What?
This is why.
Bro.
Not bro, nephew. Nephew?
Stay off the Red Bull, alright? Like, damn.
Yeah, Monster's better.
Damn. You do not remember that. You legit did that. It was you. Because I'm pretty sure you've also got Li Chao Lan as like Master Chief on my save file. I will check.
Oh, I suppose you could. Yeah, he's a bit slim and
says he
small,
has
but
memory
yeah.
issues, unfortunately. Yeah, you totally. I like you came over once, specifically asked me like, hey, that Ada 1 custom you have in your save file, could you recreate it on mine? And you did it. It was you.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, no, you did it. And you did a mighty fine job. Oh my god.
The only fantasy here is yours.
When is Delta Force out? Not Delta Force. Game.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
No, I mean the Snake Eater 3 Delta. When's that out?
Oh, like less than a week, seriously. Reviews are off the charts.
I've seen.
Yep. I was kind of sad on the review day because I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
But it'll go on sale, and in terms of the pre-order content is literally just a uniform which isn't practical enough for a sneaking mission, so I don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a tuxedo that I think you can still unlock in the game by earning it somehow. So it's not gone.
Right.
It's just like if you pre-order, you automatically get it with no effort. You know. Another disappointing thing is like, even though obviously unlike the original, it won't have Metal Gear Online, but it has a multiplayer mode called Fox Hunt, which does look cool, but the thing I'm disappointed about is there's no crossplay for it. And that's a big missed opportunity. Right? So...
Written steel.
I'm high, I think.
Rise and shine.
What they said like. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my god. Okay.
The only fantasy here is yours. Not like this.
Yeah! Cool.
Umieram z głodu. Może później pójdziemy coś zjeść.
I hope you don't mind, Chris, if I just do first two for now. I'm going to verify that, yeah, it wasn't a Fever Dream Alpha. You did also help me create a
Fever Dream.
Spartan 117 Lee Chowlan
Right, good.
on my save file. Wrong thing. Oops. No, don't reset. I'll go back. Oh. Carrot. So, I believe it was Lee. Yeah! Dude, there's no way I would have made that myself. You came round my house. You recreated that on my save file. You see that, Alpha? It happened. You did well on the same day, in the same afternoon. You also did Ada Wong for me, and again, you did a fine job. So it was in the very same afternoon. Yeah. Oh man, you know, because I've got the Tekken jukebox on my player customization screen, you know, because there's basically the closed shop. I've got the Tekken 4 Mall music that plays in my custom playlist. And it, oh dude, Tekken 4, so good, man. And again, everybody hates that one. And like, I love it. And like, now everybody hates, well not everybody. Look at how many people are playing and loving Tekken 8 right now, guys. Look at this lounge. It was empty when I got here. Wait, I've got a Tekken friend over here. They got a destruction, like, but everybody changes their name. Who are you again, friend? We're apparently friends.
Get ready for the next battle.
But that's the thing, because people can change their Tekken name. Like, who is this? Is this one of the Kazuyas that destroyed me online? I think possibly. Let me know when you're back ready to play, Marcus, by the way. Be Tekken. Okay, well, hopefully it will have thought afternoon. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna see it normal speed now. Imagine, hey Marcus, this is funny. Imagine if, like, you know, let's say, like, you know, obviously, like, Tekken 9, they might try and want to win back more of the legacy audience. And then they'll be like, Heihachi's dead. Like, for real this time. But then that's not gonna work, because legacy players love Heihachi. So, wait, no. But, like, I mean, at this point, Heihachi's been announced dead so many times in the series that it's not even funny. Alpha's gonna dip. Oh, I'm glad to know it was fun. Take care of yourself, nephew. And indeed, we'll make plans soon, I'm sure. I haven't forgotten about the Switch funsies that I wanted to have with you and other nephews at some point. I'll try and organize that when I can. Also, when I can, I'll figure out getting my own Switch Pro controller so that I can return yours. But I hope you don't mind if I continue to borrow it for a bit. But yeah, have a good afternoon. So everyone else is still here, thank you. CP, let me know when you're ready to play again, friend. CP?
Yes.
Let me know when you're ready to play again.
I was going to. Don't worry.
Okay.
I was going to.
But yeah, another reason of, like, you know, why Tekken now beyond, like, I like the game and blah 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 blah, it's like, I know that once Revo World Stage comes out on PS5 at the end of October, fighting game wise, I'm going to be playing a fuck ton of that. So this has almost become my VF5 waiting room game, which is weird to say. Because of course I could play Ultimate Showdown, but as you know, in order to really play Ultimate Showdown on PS4, I kind of either need friends that want to play it also, or just a ton of patience in terms of waiting for games online. So for me, Revo World Stage with the crossplay is going to be, like, that's when VF5 is actually, like, relaunching. As weird as it sounds, it's basically like a new launch day.
You have friends that want to play it. You have friends that want to play it, number one.
Yeah.
And the patience isn't as much as, I mean, it depends on when you decide to stream. The problem with games like most fighting games is that you can't, if you want to play them, you can't just play when you want to play. You have to know when people are online and then go online.
Yeah.
Right?
Alright, man, let's play.
It's
But
only.
to be fair, we could do it here, right? There's a cabinet right
Well, go on
here.
and sit down then. Because he looks like he's gonna. Number taker looks like he's gonna threaten to sit down when you sit down.
I've sat down. I've sat down. Are you opposite or is number taker there?
It's me. It's me. So as I was saying, like, yeah, like, you just have to play the games you want to play. Because the problem is, if everybody's like, oh, I don't want to play this game because it takes too long to find matches, everyone's thinking the same thing, so not enough people end up coming on so you can find matches.
Yeah.
It's a catch-22.
It is.
You know?
It is. It is.
But I understand what Stan was saying the other day. I understand it completely. I'm a bit the same. If that's the case, then all that happens is everyone ends up playing Street Fighter, Tekken, and Mortal Kombat. Because those are the games where you can go online and find matches.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing. Even with like, you know, as many people being very vocal about their dislike of 8, like you can find a game like that.
Next battle.
Exactly. And it kind of really does kind of put you have more what do you call it, prowess points than me.
That's actually weird, but again, unlike me, you haven't stopped playing ranked, have you? So like you will go on there, it goes up and down. Like you're not afraid of losing 1,000 rank points and climbing back up.
Round
I haven't played it since you hit Fusion.
fight.
Oh come on!
Fuck
Round two.
Oh, they won a couple times.
Fight.
yeah. See, that's the thing. I think like when I have played randoms, like overall, I've played pretty good today. Like. Like overall, I don't think I played bad. Like I obviously have my weaknesses and you know them very well and therefore can easily exploit them. But against like, you know, the average player at my level that hasn't played me before, especially because I pick a character that a lot of people don't. It does, like I'm very aware that it does a lot for me, right?
Yeah. Oh,
What am I doing?
I know. Be very respectful. That was a very nice side step she said.
Yeah.
You lose.
He doesn't do that anymore.
He does it sometimes. I've seen it.
Oh really?
Round one.
I think so.
Fight.
Fuck! I knew that. You know when you know, but you get hit by it anyway.
Yep. Right there.
Round two.
What was that shit?
You know what's really funny?
What's that?
Looking at this sand. Right? Unreal Engine 5 and all this graphic tech. And yet the sand doesn't have proper deformation like the vanilla version of PS5 with the Eileens.
Yeah. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Sega is known for doing that. That's what made VF so popular
It's
for the
like
people that played it.
sand and snow in VF. My god.
5 vanilla VF, particularly. But you know, they said the only reason why they downgraded it is to make the file smaller so that for
Fight.
digital purposes.
Well, obviously they were talking about it's on 360, right? And yeah, Microsoft
Yeah.
had really ridiculous storage restrictions that eventually got expanded, but it took years for that to be expanded. Because of the Xbox Live Arcade games had a really small like size limit that they could actually be as games.
Yeah.
And it was all because like Microsoft were basically looking at the average internet speed and were like, all of these games that are on this service must be, the download must complete in at least this amount of time for the average person, and therefore game must be this. And I'm like, that's just, well, that just really limits people's options, like devs' options creatively, because they've all of a sudden got to squeeze their game into.
I mean, yes and no. The problem was that Final Showdown in particular was meant to be a small game. It's not meant to be a full price game. So if it's not a full price game, it falls under Xbox Live Arcade. If it was a full price game like the vanilla PS5, then it doesn't fall under that.
The same constraints, yeah.
Because Final Showdown is essentially an update. What? What do you mean that's safe? Oh, good luck. You can launch that.
Yeah, maybe an hour ago I might have had a chance, man. Fucking sleepy.
I know it's annoying, isn't it? It's working right now, man.
Knock, knock, knocking on Fenway's jaw. That one back, one back. Such a good move. You know, I use back one as, like, you know how one of the benefits of heat is the chip damage. But of course, once heat is over, you don't get the chip damage. But of course, certain moves have that chip property to them, including back one. So, for me, even when I know you're gonna block it, because I'm +1, sometimes I do just throw it out there, you know? Because it does chip, and, you know, helps me keep up the pressure.
It's true. If you're not able to capitalize it, actually hitting me doesn't matter. Because I think that's, again, even the classic Tekken players, that's the part they miss. If you can't actually hit me, all you're doing is chipping me all day, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but then there's also moves that convert chip damage to permanent, right? Like, for example, if you're thrown, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like, I had a lot of chip damage there, and then your big strike, because it KO'd, like, it just deletes the whole thing. And then similar, my power crush deleted all the chip that you had there. Like, when you actually pay attention to the health bar and the nuance of it, it's actually kind of interesting. Like how much damage is permanent versus how much is chip with different attacks. See, that's the thing, like, from a surface level, and again, we've talked about it at length already, but like, a lot of people complain about chip damage and recoverable health. I think it adds extra nuance and strategy to it, because it's interesting how an aggressive player can kind of get so much of their health back and, like, you know, basically pull back from a what was surely a like they're gonna lose situation. Like, it's hype when you get you know, an awesome comeback because an opening came up and you were able to put on the aggression, fill up your health bar just enough to basically absorb a big hit. You know, oops. But again, I'm just sort of spitballing, like, what do I know about what's cool and what isn't. I just personally think that there's more layers to the game with the chip and the recoverable health that wasn't there before.
Oh yeah, no, there is. That's why I don't the game over, because
Like, don't get me wrong, in Season 2 launch, there was way too much chip being generated, and even now, like, Anna is an absolute beast, chip-wise. And yeah, that probably should be toned down. But I'm just saying, like, the mechanic... The mechanic's fine, it's just the how it's been implemented, like the execution could just do with some tuning. Like basically I wouldn't be calling for chip to be removed. I would just call for it to be continued to be refined. You know?
And the thing is, she's heavily risky if you know the match. That's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. I've been watching EWC, and then people who actually know how to play Tekken 8 because it's their job. And Anna's have been getting absolutely blown up.
Right.
So there's obviously something going on with the matchup there that your average Tekken player doesn't know.
Yeah, and a lot of them don't know because they stopped playing like months ago, but they'll still complain about it online and stuff.
Exactly.
Which again, I'm not throwing shade at anyone, but like, why? Because again, like you say, this narrative's getting kind of old, where people just like, we know you've stopped playing, like, but yeah, like some people enjoy this game. Let them enjoy it. You know,
It's all to do with money. The hating on Tekken 8 makes money on videos. People like to have somewhere where they can complain about the game, and they're interacting with the videos makes money, so the content creators keep making it. That's what it is.
yeah. I mean, I'm part of the problem because, I mean, I've said on this very stream, like, you know, I got tired of people complaining about it, but even when I'm playing the game, I end up talking about the people that, oh man, people keep complaining about it. You know, rather than just enjoy the game, like, but I think it's like when I'm playing the game, it's very hard not to think about, like, oh man, you just end up remembering, like, oh yeah, loads of people don't love this, and I'm loving this. I wish more people loved this. You know, like that kind of thing.
And you just need to keep playing it, A, and then find new people who don't play fighting games, B, and then tell them how great Tekken 8 is, and maybe they're not loving it. That's what you do. Because, remember, the whole point of this game is Bandai Namco is trying to find a new fan base. Preferably one that's okay with the Tekken shop.
Yeah.
Yeah? If you not you could able to do this with your family,
Oh my fucking god. Wow. Okay.
Ah. Oh, Lord Jeebus. Listen, lovely. You leave your happy states or whatever you put into yourself, yeah? Like you just. Oh shit! I don't mind.
I can't believe that fucking hand, like your hand thing hit me grounded. Oh my god.
Missed it.
Oh man.
So I have a sabaki called Iron Shield, right? I've been trying to hit you with it for like ages. And I finally got you with one because you keep doing forward 2. But then I missed the shoulder, didn't you? Because it starts up really slow. So I'm trying to figure out what moves I can use it with.
Right. Oh my fucking god.
Wow, that was rubbish. What was that? Is that safe?
I don't know.
When you do the low option from your stance, you start to do.
Oh my god. I'm so dead.
Round 3. Fight.
Ah. Major ouchies, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. I just get it.
Okay.
Fight.
You know, if you try to dance, you have to do the same time. You know, like, in China, you know, your boy tried to do back the kick of the cha-cha-cha. Here you go. Cha!
I'm just trying to throw out things that I
Something.
normally throw out occasionally, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fight.
Alex? I may need some more deodorant, please. And Tekken is slightly sweaty and fast. I may need some deodorant. Pass the deodorant, please. You go behind me? Huh? Deodorant!
Oh my.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, Martha, you run!
Okay.
Round 3. Fight.
Nice. There we go. Thinking. Why did I hit grounded? Thank you. Probably the
No! I'm alive. Okay. Kizeme! Let's go! I mean, what else were you gonna do, man?
I might get sometimes. Like that.
But it literally, like, that wasn't a reaction. Like, he is going to do a low. I am blocking low. Like, it was a conscious, decided in advance choice. Like, it's like, I am blocking low. And I'm either wrong or I'm right. Oh, Feng Wei's caused the balloons on stream. I love the Mac OS reactions, man. That is so funny.
Round one.
Like, they basically, as far as Mac OS is concerned, the double L pose Feng Wei does, the Mac reads as like 2 thumbs up, and therefore balloons. That's so funny.
Oh, okay, that's a power. Marcus?
Damn!
Round
Let's go.
fight.
That's a guard break.
In here, yes.
Alright. Wow, okay. Whoa, okay.
That way the hand, yeah, and press button if you dare, yeah. That's not punish, but you can kind of.
Round three. Fight.
No problem. 4-2 is so fast.
I gotta be honest, when I saw the big sweep coming, I'm like, I'm scared, but it's too late now. Oh my god.
Hey, my camera had to distract the shit out of me, but well done. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Alex.
Hey! 1 win
Hey.
after 8 losses. Well, it is Tekken
Fine.
8, so...
I'm trying to figure out, yeah. So
Fight.
I know at that point I'm past 3. I wonder if that's how you. Okay. Woo! That sounded like fucking Frankie Bevan.
For sure. There it is. Oh god damn it! Look at this twist, man.
Round two.
Bro.
Fight.
It came out too late.
I'm not gonna lie, Lydia, I was impressed with that range.
She suddenly became 6'2".
Fight.
Oh!
Imagine if the new Madagascar character fights kind of like Bruce or something.
She kind of will.
She feels like a replacement for Josie. I was showing my mum, by the way, like the local news, like in Madagascar, like it was literally like national news, like the announcement of the character. Like people that live over there are so happy that they have a character like representing them, and I'm like, I was so happy to see it. You know what I mean?
Bądźmy dumni z tej
Because
walki.
no one else is
Because there's apparently a really big Tekken scene over there, which is cool.
this year.
Bez litości! Ja! Ha! Move! Ja!
They had a challenge event on Tekken 1 top.
That's amazing.
To nic takiego!
I did so much damage to you while hitting at the same time. I did not. The point. Hopefully we get to see some merengue.
Right.
Which is basically Madagascar MMA.
That'd be cool.
But it's like ancient sort of martial art, you know. They might, because in Africa they might throw in some dambe and stuff like that in the war, which is like sort of wrestling / stick fighting.
Cool. So does it have like more like similarities to like jiu-jitsu and stuff like that?
Yeah, it will look, a lot of it will look a lot like Muay Thai.
Right.
Because it has very similar sort of origins. I'm more interested in the fact that she has those gold things on her wrist. Yeah, she has those gold things on her wrist, and it's the same as AUG.
Right. Oh shit. Yeah.
She has red eyes. Why?
Bez litości!
You know, press A for Yeah, so she might have more to the story than we are anticipating.
Yeah, and they might do, because obviously they did the Forgotten Echoes storyline with like all of the characters up to Heihachi. So there might be another storyline, maybe, or at least maybe this is a plan that's since been scrapped. Who knows? But imagine if they did another story thing eventually, where like it has all of the characters up to, you know, this new Madagascan player that I'm forgetting the name of, how to pronounce it.
Miarizo.
Yeah, thank you. But like, yeah, imagine if there's like a third cinematic story mode thing.
I think the reason they were able to do Forgotten Echoes is because the game sold so much in 1 month.
Yeah.
So that probably gave them money in order to do that. and offer it for free.
Yeah, the third million has happened, but it basically took most of the year.
So it's whether that million is enough to justify doing another story arc. Because those things are good for casuals, you know, they love that shit.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I know I make casual sound like a dirty word, but I don't hate them. They're very
No,
important.
exactly. No, they're incredibly important. Maximilian Dude has spoken at length of how important it is. Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I like thinking new people fighting games.
Yeah. I believe we're supposed to be getting another update in September to this game. I know they were wanting to wait until the majors were out of the way before doing anything more with the balance and things.
Second World Tour doesn't finish until February next year. And it's in Malmö, Sweden, which also had Hemstomper this year. So they'll have 2 tournaments to go to. The people of Malmö. Shout out to Malmö. That's not how they talk at all. I don't know why I'm talking like that.
Oh my god, man.
I just want to play them on there. Ooh! It's the kids. I thought I played this. Oh my god, the one I did.
Damn it, man.
Round 2. Fight.
Honestly, this is so cheesy. Check it. These second characters inspire you to like get straight. I mean, look at Lydia. Look at her.
I know. It's like that. Literally, like you could surf those out. Like, never mind the surfboard. Like, Lydia, just lay flat.
I can stand rock on the labs. Beautiful strict. Picasso in human form. And to be fair to February, like, he ain't exactly small. Especially for a Chinese dude.
Yeah.
And that shit must be heavy. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh,
it
yeah.
must be heavy.
Yeah. That shoulder is feeling weight. Yeah. Like, that is solid gold, you know?
Yeah, and then I think it was Tekken 5. You see him using, he's got those rings on his forearms.
Yeah.
And I know you're not into martial arts as much, so you know those rings are weighted. They're heavy metal weighted rings, so that they're a training device in Honda Kung Fu. So that when he waves his hand about, it
It's
strengthens his
actually an
forearms.
exercise. Yeah, like, yeah, so even when I'm not striking you, I'm training.
Yep. Primarily used in Honda Kung Fu, which is the main fighting style of Lao Chan in Virtua Fighter.
Well, I also think that, like, it must be almost treating it like armor, right? Like, that stuff will all be so solid that even if, like, someone was to punch it, like, it will hurt to punch it.
Bez litości!
You have to find the gap kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's modeled after like ancient traditional Chinese armor. I feel.
Oh my god.
To be fair, I thought I was going to be good.
Round 3.
But I mean, yeah, these games are good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, I saw it every time.
Good luck. I think that low kick is not punishable because I'm pretty sure people have launched me for doing it. You might be able to get the hop kick thing out of that, or a Ra Rising 2 or something.
Fight.
Hang on, let me.
Bez
Okay,
litości!
maybe not.
Idealnie!
Oh, and then fuck you, man. Like, so I block low, he does the big mid. I block low, he does the big mid. Okay, I won't block low, does the fucking sweep. Fuck you, man. Like, that's essentially what happened there. He's like, okay, I literally got conditioned in real time. Like,
Yeah. It's the worst feeling, isn't it? It's the worst.
I actually can't fight. I'm too pissed off.
I now have mental frame advantage. Man. Ooh.
Yeah, he's plus 300 right now.
Wow, that's funny. That's great.
You know exactly what I mean, though, right? Where,
Yeah.
so like in a round, someone just does something to you, and it works, and then you need like half a round to just be like, what the fuck was that? Oh,
I almost walked around.
there's losing, and then there's losing like that. You know, it hits all
Yeah.
it hits so much harder. And I think what makes it worse is, like, and it literally doesn't make it better, it makes it worse. I knew exactly what you were doing and why, and I fell for it anyway,
Yeah.
you know?
I made it very obvious.
I think that's another thing where, like, because I think I've said this on my stream many times before, where, like, part of me enjoyed Tekken more when I knew less. A good example of this is when I was oblivious to how bad Tekken 7 hitboxes were, they didn't frustrate me anywhere near like as much as when I realized exactly what Yax meant, because he literally demonstrated it to me so well. And then whenever it happened, I'm like, man, it happened again. Oh, that sucks. You know?
Yeah, but what that is.
In one sense, ignorance is bliss. Like, it literally is.
I mean, yes, but yes and no. Yes and no. Because the thing is, right, is that, yeah, you know the hitboxes and things like that happen in that situation. And there's certain things that are not as consistent. So you don't do those things. You do something else.
Yeah.
And your reasoning for doing something else is more consistent. So even if, yeah, the hitboxes are a bit dodgy and you sometimes get fucked by them, that's still your fault.
Yeah, you could have done something where the hitbox is not messed up. I get your point.
You lose.
Well, you're getting a bit close.
I mean, yeah, the score does not reflect that fact, but but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it has been nice to, like, even on like player match, even with the randos, like I've realized the people that play player match, it's not because it's player match, like it's because like they're playing it because of the option of infinite rematch. And actually, in a way, because of like how there are two fan bases now, and because obviously everybody's a sheep that just listens to the loudest complainer, like YouTube influencer or what have you, like a lot of the people that have wanted to leave this game have left. And what's great about that in one sense is the people that are still playing love the game. So like when you're playing player match and you get paired up against somebody, like we've seen it on this stream before CP arrived, every opponent wanted to play like a first to 5, first to 10, first to, you know, like they play you. You know? Whereas going ranked and there's so much one and done, like I don't think I've been like one and done at all this stream.
It's because it facilitates it. The way that it facilitates one and done.
Yeah.
If you didn't get your points until you finished the set, people would finish the set.
That's a good point, yeah. Right.
Rubbish this round.
That looks very similar to your Heat Smash. You can basically...
What,
yeah. Your strut, basically. It looks... Is it the same? It's just less damage.
No, it's not. It's a different animation. But you assuming you're talking about the ball starts payment. I'll do it in a second.
dumni z tej walki.
Round 1. Fight.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's not the same.
Bez litości!
Bang, you know when they added new moves in season 2?
Yeah.
Bang's new move was the Heat Smash.
Alright.
So they changed the way his Heat Smash looks.
Just like Lily. So they changed their Heat Smash too.
Oh fuck. What's funny though is every time I do Heat Smash I get hit. It takes so long to come out that I get absolutely destroyed every time I try to use it.
Nice step. Really fucking fighting game. I have to say, and so again, this is another thing that happened off stream, just while the Boost Gang were hanging out. It was fun to watch Yax Bass on ranked MK1 and him have a good time on it. Like, that game is a commitment purely from the install size, right? It's 150.5 gigabytes today with all updates. And like, yeah, so it's a chonga. But my god, it actually does play quite well, you know?
We have the second date situation with that as well.
Yeah, you do.
He's right at the end.
Yep, it's fun to be had.
I would even go as far as to say is there's fun to be had for Yax because he's not as experienced in that game.
Right.
If he was, he would find more things to be annoyed about that as well and then hate it.
Yeah. I almost feel like I'm probably the same way with Tekken 8, let's be real. Part of why I can, like, you know, a lot of the issues, quote unquote, is like water off a duck's back for me is because I literally don't know enough to be irritated by them. It's a little bit like what we were describing where like the hitbox of 7 didn't irritate me until it was pointed out, like explicitly.
But it's also
yeah.
It's also about what you're looking for from a game.
Yeah.
So for example, I love the movement of Tekken, and Tekken 8 kind of made it harder to move.
Yeah.
So the specific thing that he likes about the game has been taken away from him. So from that perspective, I can understand the frustration.
Even though sidestep is now better than ever with season 2, like, you know, you can
In theory, yeah, but the problem is that the homing is also better than ever.
Right, yeah.
So it defeats the purpose of having better sidestep when everything homes, everything tracks, you know.
Yeah.
But with Mortal Kombat 1 though, ironically, he had
I love how he was using backdash to cause a whiff punishment because he knew he had a low where he could basically slide in and clip people, so he could backdash and then attack and know it would reach.
But the thing is, backdash into backdash in Mortal Kombat is very similar to a Korean backdash. It works in the same way because
Would you mind repeating that because your mic was a bit muffled, and I know that you want the chat to hear that. So
when he was doing, if you remember, he was doing backdash and he was cancelling it into block, and then he was getting into another back. The reason why is because block cancels the backdash, so he can get into another back. Animation.
So he can what? Sorry, you need
The block cancels the backdash, so he can get into another backdash animation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it works like Korean backdash.
Right. Yeah, no, we got it all clearly on the stream now. Thank you. Sorry about that. Your mic was just being weird.
I need to stop doing that because it doesn't work.
Hey, look, man, you're on 8 wins. This game is mine. 8 wins and then I win. Let's see if it happens. It probably won't now that I've realized that. Oh, fuck. Come on, 8 wins and then I win. See if I can repeat the pattern. Let's go. Sweet, it whiffs. Oh, he does Kempo step. You son of a... No, not like this. Ah, I was gonna block low, damn it. Yeah, give me that health back. Oh, buddy. He didn't duck. I was robbed. Even Feng Wei agrees. Damn it! That was supposed to be my game. You ruined my pattern, man. Fuck's sake.
Right, Alex. When I open drinks and the PC keyboard is on the table, I will put it on the floor. Yeah. So if I ever ask you to open a drink, put it on the floor away from the electronics, please. I am not trying to spend £150 right now.
You know, okay.
Unless BF6 gold comes out and costs that much. There's an exception to every rule.
Yeah. Nah, by hook or by crook, I will have the new VF on launch day. I've already paid for Revo World Stage, so I'm good there. Although I will have to buy it again when the Switch version eventually materializes. Because that'll be the version that even though you'll have to find me on Wi-Fi, I'll be able to play online with you guys at any hour from the Switch too. So that's definitely something I want to do.
I don't you know that parry that your Heaven and Earth stance has?
Yeah.
I don't understand when it works and when it doesn't.
It has to be a high, I think. It might do mids as well.
I'm pretty sure.
But I think I have to press forward. Like, it might be automatic. Actually, it could be automatic. Like, yeah.
But sometimes you do it and I'm able to launch you with my hop kick. And sometimes I do my hop kick and it parries it. And it looks the same.
Well, if you block my hit smash.
Okay. I couldn't do it that time.
See, I went with the mid up. I think this has turned into an unintended first to 20.
That's what happens when you play it. That's what I'm saying. This can't be a bad game for playing it this much.
It's not.
Yeah, I mean, clearly we're having fun here.
Hang on. I am. Yeah, I've literally hit 650 hours with this stream in this game. Which is more than I've ever put in Tekken 7, even with us playing it yesterday. Like I am, 200 more hours in Tekken 8 than I ever was in 7, I think. And obviously I played 7 a lot.
You made a concerted effort to try and learn the game, that's why.
Yep. And everything.
You want...
Well, almost everything.
Exactly. I'm here. We're having a great time. Your old buddy friend is always here for you in Tekken.
Brother.
Brother.
Oh my god, of course you do that kick. Like, there's me, like, okay, I'm gonna go for a lot. And he's like, nope.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
I love how we basically both did our own version of the same thing. Like the low where we twirl. Like... It is funny how much overlap there is across the multiple martial arts though. Like, they're very different styles, and yet multiple martial arts have the same tools, such as that.
Well, karate, a lot of karate originates from Chinese martial arts anyway. Number one.
Okay, so that's where the overlap kind of comes from.
Yeah, then number two, like, everybody has 4 limbs, isn't it? 2 arms and 2 legs. Yeah. So there's only so much variation you can have.
Yeah.
How the fuck did... What? So basically, when he does the twirly thing, right, there's a shoulder that he does afterwards.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it.
Well, I guess you'll have to find it in your move list, sir. It'll be written right underneath. In theory, it'll be written right underneath that low. And I do like the way that the Tekken 8 move list is laid out, where like you can basically, like, if you know your input, for example, is down back 4, like it is with Lydia, you can basically scroll down and like all of the down backs will be written together. You know what I mean? Which I'm a big fan of that.
Right, I'm coming. Let me just... That's gonna annoy me.
No, you're alright. Like, cause I'll probably wrap it. Like, go look up what you want to look up though, because I'm curious on the stream. Yeah, we'll probably call it there.
Right, so it's Kempo step 4.
Yeah.
So where is it?
But that's the really cool thing, is that you're able to. And you know what, given that, I'll quickly demonstrate this point on my stream just so that the viewers have visual context. Okay? I'm just gonna load up my move list and show you what I mean. Let's
For 2 is called lapping waves. Okay. Deceptive step. You know, Kenpo step is actually called deceptive step in the move list. It's quite funny.
all right.
People just call it Kenpo step because he does Chinese Kenpos. But fuck it. Move while crouching. Move during sidestep. Moves while down.
But yeah, just to make my point, move list, right? You
They put deceptive step right at the back.
So here's all the moves without a directional input. These are listed first. Now you're seeing all of the forwards, then all the down forwards, then all the downs, then all the down backs, then all the backs, and then it's diagonals. We got up forwards first, and then we've got, okay, so there's no more diagonals here, at least not yet. We got forward, 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 forward. Then we have quarter circle forward written here, and then like the 10 hit combo. So
Are you still at the?
no,
You're not.
no.
So I don't know who that is, but he needs to stop.
But yeah, adjourning sweep, and then on counter hit it does something else.
Why ain't it coming out?
Oh, it's the throw. Yeah.
Hey, demo.
And then there's another. Oh, I didn't realize it was powered up at level 3.
Oh, you have to do it very fast. That's why. Look at us finding out stuff at the same time. You have to do it fast. I was doing it right the whole time. You just have to do it really fast. You can't delay.
Oh, shin splinter. There's yeah. But yeah, again, I like how the move list is laid out. And then let's give a shout out to the main techniques thing, where for every character they've got some key moves and when they'll be useful. Good explanations and tooltips here.
They learned that a little bit from the community, because the community was like, you only ever use really 15 moves and there's main things. I do like the fact that in the main techniques, when you look, right, it starts off with heat, because heat, as the AK quest suggests,
Yep.
it's supposed to help streamline the character to help new people learn. But you've got, like, it tells you this is a heat activation move, and then when you've got a move that you can combo off of, it's like, this is a move that can get you a combo, and here is the simple recommended combo. It's not the best combo, but it's a recommended combo for you to start off, right?
Yeah.
So new players that don't want to rely on special style, they can go through this list here. It's not too expansive. It's not going to overwhelm you.
Yeah.
There's literally, Feng Wei literally has 18 entries in the main technique. That's
Wow.
it. And like 3 of them are like combos, so it's not even moves.
And,
Right?
and lastly, we mentioned special style as well. I also think it's cool that, and this wasn't always the case, but now you can highlight something in the special style move list and it shows you what the manual input of whatever move you would get, which I think is very good. So you can actually like look something up and be like, oh, that's how I will do the same sequence of attacks without special style on. Cool. And then you can learn that way. So
Even
yeah.
even people like how good Frank Yatsbats, you know, he says all the time, like, the quality of life thingies to TEKKEN
Oh,
is
Shy Girl
fantastic.
Sky, I was a lily main. What do you mean was? Like, if you ever have the game, like, do you have this game? You hang on. Were you one of the ones that said you don't have it? Because if you do, obviously it's got crossplay. I will play you.
Who?
Shy Girl Sky, which is different from Sky is Over. There's 2 skies.
I figured this.
You only have Tekken 7. Okay, well, is that on PC, by the way? I'm just wondering, like, what platform? Because I actually have Tekken 7 on everything. PC, yes. Well, luckily, my Mac actually does run the PC version thanks to crossover perfectly fine. So at some point, Sky, I'll have to organize with you and maybe play some T7 with you.
While you sit there staring into space, I'm gonna go to the Tekken Dojo section and drive.
Oh, you had to get rid of your PS5 for the time being? No worries. But yeah, if you ever have it again and if you ever pick up 8, I mean, 8, as we've discussed for this entire 3-hour stream, like 8 is a bit more of a divisive game. People either love it or hate it.
Don't listen to people. It's a great game package overall. It's just that it's very different from what Tekken is normally.
It's got crossplay.
That's what it is.
It's got the best netcode. It's got the lowest input lag, and it's got wonderful quality of life features. So even before you start talking about the actual game and the balance of it and things, this is a full package fighter that I've enjoyed very much. As I've said, like when you add this 3-hour stream into the mix, I've put over 650 hours into this game. So I personally love it, and I will continue to play it because I love it. And actually, in terms of rank, I have never got to Fujin before now. So this is also the Tekken game that I've personally done the best at. Here's some of my stats. I will say, Sky, you did kind of come into the stream like pretty much right near the end of it, and for that I apologize. But
another good point of Tekken 8 as well is it actually has actual crossplay, so you don't need a PlayStation 5 to play us. You can get it on PC. You can play everybody.
That's true as well. Yeah, you can get it that. But again, your PC, you know, if you know what, go on Steam and download the free demo, because if your PC runs the demo, it will run the full game. There you go. There was a free demo.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about I completely forgot about the free demo, but yeah, there's a free demo. You'll download 7? Sweet. Right, I will get it installed at some point, and we'll organize through Discord sometime, yeah? I'm going to be honest with you. At the moment, my life is a bit crazy with like, my care is all over the place with timings. So my stream timings are going to vary. Most of the time though, I'm an afternoon streamer. We've been streaming for 3 hours now. I am actually planning on wrapping up for the day. But I will be back on Tuesday afternoon, I think. I think that's the plan at the minute. That's been a bit wacky too. Well, hey, my DMs are always open in Discord, alright? But yeah, things have been crazy. So my mum's, she's doing fine, but she's been in and out of hospital. She cannot do my care anymore, so I've had to get agency care in place. And then that agency care are sometimes trying to put me to bed at 7 p.m, to which I say no. So I thank my family for, particular my brother Diesel Dave, for when I cancel a care call in the evening. It's thanks to Dave that I've been able to do some evening streams because he's been putting me to bed instead. So naturally things have been a bit stressful, but thank you all so much. Again, Mum's been doing really good lately. Touch wood, of course, that continues. But yeah, thank you so much for the best wishes. I'm very sorry that basically I was ending right as you came in, but it's so good to see you, Sky, and indeed, I hope to see you again soon. And yeah, we'll play some 7. I'll be in touch with you via Discord when I've got it good to go. We'll coordinate a good time, and because obviously time difference and everything. And yeah, I'll play you for a few games. But thank you all very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Especially you, CP. Thank you for the games, man. It's been fun to play this again.
Awesome.
All right.
Like I said, I'm always up to playing this game. Tekken 7, honestly, not so much, but
yeah, it's funny how that works, isn't it? But that's what I mean. The QOL in this game is some serious QOL between the netcode and the crossplay and the lower input lag. Because even the console version, like, it's been professionally measured by like Digital Foundry and stuff. Like, it is the lowest console input latency that the series has ever had. So yeah, and obviously on PC, depending on your refresh rate and monitor and stuff, it can be even lower still, because even though the game is capped at 60, you know, you can on PC, if you know, with a higher refresh rate system, you can sort of, there are ways and means of going above input latency wise. So yeah, input lag is lowest on PC, but it's still pretty low on console, and yeah, it's all good stuff. But yeah, take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you on Tuesday afternoon. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and bye bye.
Cerebral palsy pissed me off.
That's a great way to end. Thanks, man.